Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carry Cut YouTube channel. And if you're new here, we sure do appreciate you coming by and watching. Make sure you follow us over at our Instagram at carryandcut. And also, if you'd like to support the channel, we did make a Patreon at carryandcut. And all the proceeds from the Patreon are going to go directly back into the channel to buy new knives and new equipment to make all the videos better and hopefully the quality better for you guys also. So don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if I can answer any of your guys' questions, I will get back to you as soon as I can. So today we're kind of going to do like a combo. We're going to be going over the Civivi Vision FG, and I want to give a huge shout out to Stephen Weigel. He's one of our subscribers, and he's one of our, I guess you could say, a fan. He's actually sent this knife in, same with the Civivi Stormhouse. So he sent those in for us to go over and, kind of do a breakdown. We're going to do reviews on them and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to be really cool. We sure do appreciate him and all the support that he's given us here on the channel. So it just makes us have more content for you guys to watch. So Civivi Vision FG, we're going to do a review on this, and we're going to tear it apart and disassemble it. I'm really interested to see how this super lock works. So we got a 3.5 inch Nitro V blade, black coated. It is a 12 thousandths thick, so it's real nice and slicey. We've got a reverse Tonto blade shape on it, Ultim handle, stainless steel liners, of course, coated black blade. The liners are black. The pocket clip is black also. And we got that awesome Sneck super lock. We are running on ceramic ball bearings. And other than that, that's pretty much the gist of it. Let's go ahead and get a quick, I already told you the measurement of the blade. So let's just get an overall closed thick length of it. We're looking at right about, I want to say 4 1/4, maybe just a hair over 4 1/4. And then open length. The blade, your blade actual sharpened edge is going to be 3 inches. Overall blade maybe 3.5, I guess you could say in some spots. And length overall the whole knife, you're looking at almost 8 inches. I'd say 7 7/8, somewhere around there. So let's go ahead and get a weight on it. Get the old Mrs. Carry and Cut kitchen scale out, favorite. Let's go ahead and zero that out. What are we going on there? This says 4 ounces, so it's definitely on the heavier side. I know this thing is definitely, it feels like it's built like a tank. It just feels it's like it's going to be a heavy duty knife, especially for being, how small it is. And, it's not always about the size, that's for sure. So this is going to be a super nice user. I know you got that real nice finger choil. This knife could have won Knife of the Year for 2023. And hell, I'd even put it for 2024. This is first time ever using it, seeing it, handling it. And so far, I'm blown away. And Steven also sent in this deep carry clip, which we're going to install in there also. So let's just dive right into it here and start taking this baby apart. So let's, I imagine these are going to be, they look like, they might even be T8s on the body. They are T8 body screws. That is awesome. Civivi's putting that in there. Because those T6 screws can definitely be a pain sometimes. So that's the only thing holding this scale on here other than the pivot. So pocket clip. I think those are going to be T6s. Yeah, for the pocket clip, T6. Yeah, we can't really argue too much about that one. And these are, it is a flush mounted pocket clip, if you guys can see that, and they're flush mounted screws too, so that's going to be really nice going in and out of the pocket. And Steven is left-handed, so we're going to make sure we index that the right way for him and put that new clip on there on the left side for him. So we're going to put that over here. And these Civivi titanium pocket clips, they come with 3 different sets of hardware, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. We're gonna have to do some messing around with that. So that's definitely gonna be pretty sweet. So that would be our right hand. This would be our left hand carry right there. So that's definitely gonna be looking pretty cool for you, Steven. So we're gonna get that on there for you. Hopefully you enjoy that one. Okay, so we'll figure out the screw situation here in a minute. But our flathead screws, well, I guess they would be recess screws. Those go into the pocket clip, but we're gonna check those ones anyway. T8 on the pivot. Let's go ahead and thread that pivot right out of there. Okay, pivot screw. Let's go ahead and push the pivot right out. Oh, well, here comes our scale off there. So here's our top side scale. A little bit of milling going on there, I guess you could say. Skeletonized liner, if you will. There comes our pivot out of there. And is it shaped at all? I wonder if it's indexed or any sort of, there's got to be some sort of something up right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a little notch cut out right there. Yep, there you can see it. There's a little notch cut out right there. That's going to ride on something in here. Oh, get carried away now. Okay, there's our second liner. Take that apart off there. So we got, of course, there's going to be our back of our knife. No, that's the front. That's the front right there. Okay. All right. So we have a, I don't know if you want to call that a stop pin, exactly what that is. I think that's just what that rides on right there. And of course our Sneck Super Lock. So it's literally just a whole entire bar that comes through there. Oh, watch out. This is going to be spring loaded, so do not lose that right there. Okay. So that could have been close right there. That's our, I guess you could call this a, I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's definitely a retainer. It slides down on that side right there. And it goes into this, into our spring right there. So it rides like this in there, and you push down on that, and it provides tension on your lock bar. Oh, sorry guys, my phone's going a little low on battery here. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so our, I think that would be, I don't want to call it a stop pin, but it's definitely something going on in there. So then we're going to have another stop pin right there. I think that's for when our bar slides back and makes contact with it right there. So it went like that right there. Actually, sorry, had it backwards right there. So you pull back on your lock and it raises this off the tang of the blade, comes in contact right there and stops it. So that's pretty cool. And we got, of course, our cage ceramic ball bearings in there. And there's going to be our other stop pin with our standoff right there also. So, or our backspacer. So, of course, this knife isn't very dirty at all, but we're going to go ahead and just wipe it up a little bit. Put our other little bits and bobs in there. I'm going to go ahead and wipe these down. We're going to put some new KPL in the pivot. It's a knife already came very, very smooth, I guess you would say. And it's definitely very sharp right out the factory line. So 12,000 7-inch, this is definitely going to be a nice slicer. Wipe all that factory oil off there. Like I said, I want to give a huge shout out to Steven for helping us out here at the Carry and Cut channel. It means the world to us. And he said he's got another mystery package coming for us too. So hopefully we get to see that pretty soon. And we can do a, like I guess you could say a live unboxing of that also. All right. So let's go ahead and try to get this thing put back together here. Okay, that's going to be that side. All right. Oh, throwing stuff around. All right, let's go ahead and put our, this is the way I'm going to want to do it here. I'm going to put our put our screw into the back of the, our standoff, I guess you could say, back there. This is our, well, barrel spacer, if you will. How about that? Let's put our screw back here in the barrel spacer, and of course, you're on your other side. Your pocket clip screw is going to run through that also, and that's what's going to be locking that down. So that's going to be our left side. And we're going to put our pivot in through here. Oh, there's that little lock I was telling you about right there. So that's going to index this just right of where you need it to go. Get an eyeball on that again. See exactly where it's at. There it is. Just get everything lined up. Make sure your handle's all. For some reason, don't want to go in there. Must not have it exactly lined up just right. There it goes. Okay, that's definitely don't have that quite right yet. There we go. Now I got it. So you got your Civivi logo. That's a pretty ingenious way to do that too. So definitely something pretty cool. Now we're going to go ahead and throw Well, I guess we could definitely throw one of our bearings on. Let's go ahead and put a little lube on there. Put a drop on each side. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. You don't want to get it all gummy and everything else like that, especially with bearings. You could definitely trap some dirt and some gunk and all that other unwanted stuff in there. So let's go ahead and see if we can put our backstop back in there, and then let's see if we can do this without flinging this spring all over the place. Really don't want that to happen. So we're gonna go ahead and pull back on our spring, try to slide this bar right in there, just like so, just like that. All right, let's go ahead and put our blade on. Put our other washer, forgot to put lube on that side. Let's go ahead and put our other washer on, bearing, I should say. Slide that on there. And then, this is our other pin right here. So that's going to go right into the blade right there. That one went right there. A little bit of trial and error here, guys. Like I say, this is still my first time messing with this one. So let me go ahead and get the feel for it here, see exactly where this is going to go. That's definitely going to go right there. Hold on one. Oh my heck! I've been having you guys off camera the whole time. Hold on one second here. We're gonna get this looked at again, and we'll get it right back to you. All right, guys, we're back. So hopefully I didn't have too much of that off camera. I was definitely not focusing on that. I was looking down at the blade, so I am very sorry about that. So our one of our other stop pins I was messing with, it actually goes right here into this little slot past the lock bar. So this is gonna stay there. These two pins right here, this is gonna be going to the one right here in the back, and this other one's going to go on the other side of that lock bar. So let's go ahead and slide that right on there. It should lock right into place just like so. And this is kind of gives you a good action of what that does. Oh, see, it just came and locked right there. So that is super cool. Very intuitive design. It is there's very few moving parts into it. So that is what's, you know, incredibly awesome to me. I really do appreciate that. You know, not a whole lot going on. It's easy to work on. Not a whole lot of maintenance goes into it. So let's go ahead and give him a little bit of Loctite on that pivot. Don't want this thing coming apart on him. That right there. And I think we might have put the pocket clip screw, or the barrel spacer screw on the wrong side, since that barrel spacer is using the, well, the pocket clip is going to be one of the other screws for it too. So let's go ahead and look into that. What is going to be going on there? Of course, I got that scale still loose because I got to put that on. But right there, perfect blade centering. So that's going to be right hand pocket clip. This is going to be left hand. So I actually do have that on the wrong side. Let's go ahead and switch that over for him. It's interesting how they have the same exact thread patterns versus on a T6 or a T8 screw, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, this one's going to go right here. And it's even more interesting too how they leave one of these screw holes open. I guess it'd be for your pocket clip, but they leave it. There we go. Tighten that on down for him. All right, now let's see. I'm not sure what exactly one we're going to go with here. These appear to be the same size. They're definitely not very long. I don't know. Those seem like they're entirely too long. We'll just go ahead and. They give you 3 sets, A, B, and C. idea which one of those appear almost exactly the same. These two look exactly the same length. These two are definitely different, which one is definitely going to be different because it's going into that backspacer. So let's just go ahead and thread this in there and see what it looks like. You might even be able to use the factory screws on it too. So is that going to thread all the way down? Yeah, it does. That threads all the way down in there. Now I'd just be worried about this one coming in contact with the blade right there. So let's go ahead and thread that one down in there too. These do come with Loctite already on them. And I'm sorry guys, I keep getting you off the camera. Not really liking the way that's feeling. Going in there. Let's open it up and see. Well, you can't see anything coming through. You can't see anything coming through into the line or anything. So it must be good. So let's get a little more, tighten that up a little bit. All right, tighten our pivot up just a touch. Try to get that centering right back on. And that looks super good right there. See how the action is? Oh yeah. So this is definitely a very fidget friendly knife. Easy to manipulate, easy to deploy. You know, I really do like these finger safe locks. And another good thing, this is going to be ambidextrous, very ambidextrous lock. And you can put your pod clip on either side. First of all, this is going to be a tip up only though. I forgot to mention that. So there you go. This is the Civivi Vision FG. And I didn't go over the price either. This is about $94, at least for this Ultim variety right here. So this is definitely a very cool knife. For the price, I know I don't think you can really beat it. You know, Civivi is absolutely knocking it out of the park when it comes to these more budget style, and I don't really know what I want to call, quite call budget. I think I'm going to go with, I like to say $75 and under, but I know sometimes it's kind of hard to hit that price range for, some of the better stuff. So I wouldn't mind paying a little bit extra money to have, the nicer, of course, the upgraded blade seal to Nitro V, and of course you got your Ultim handles too, so that's super nice. And this is a mill titanium pod clip that he got aftermarket. So there we go. I want everybody to give a huge shout out to Steven. If you can, down in the comments, give him a big thumbs up and tell him thank you for bringing these knives to us to enjoy, and so I can share it with you guys and keep bringing the content to you. So hope you guys learned something from this one. And then again, this is Civivi Vision FG. And oh, I almost forgot to mention, we do have a 500 subscriber giveaway coming up. At the recording of this video, we were at 409, so 91 more subscribers, and we're going to be giving away a Civivi button lock Praxis. So stay tuned for that. I forgot to do size comparisons too. Got all carried away with getting this knife apart. Really interested in that. So let's go. There we go. We're gonna have Civivi Vision FG right there. Let's put us in the middle of the screen. And there's the new Civivi Stormhow. So this is definitely going to be a very nice knife. We're going to do a review on this. We're going to take this one apart too, hopefully here in the coming day or so. I only carried this once yet so far, so try to get a little bit of feel for this one. So it's definitely going to be bigger than that one. I think this is 3.5 inches. It's more like a 3-inch blade. How about the Praxis button lock? This is going to be an almost 4-inch blade here, so definitely bigger than that one. Still a nice knife. Really do like that one. How about the Kershaw Leak? It's going to be bigger than that one for sure. How about the Ontario Wrap Model 2? Bigger than that one yet. And how about finish it off with a Spyderco PM2? All right, guys, I'm going to have this knife linked down in the description below if you guys like to check it out. These links do help our channel. You do not have to use them if you would not like to, but we really do appreciate it. We just appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, and all the support you've been giving us. So thank you very much and have a great night.